Hey guys, I'm just Josh and welcome back to the next episode of Baba Is You. In the last episode, we knocked out some more levels in the island world, which is good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to do. Can we get all 6 done in one episode? I'm certainly gonna try, although the extra levels are typically harder, so no guarantees there, but let's see what we can do. Level Island-11 Prison. We've got some interesting rules here. And by interesting, I mean almost nothing. We have wall is stop, which cannot really be moved. It can be moved up or down. We have Kiki is push. Ooh, do not unbecome on Baba. We have Kiki is push and we have Baba is you. We have a rogue win outside. So Kiki is now push. I'm assuming I can't just push you through the walls. That would be too simple. Yes, I cannot just push you through the walls. So, what thought process wise, what do we need to do? We need to somehow get through the walls. I'm not seeing, if Kiki can't be pushed into them, I am not seeing any way that Kiki can no longer be pushed. Okay, they're inside each other. If Kiki cannot just simply be pushed through the wall, oh wait, I need Kiki's push. If Kiki cannot just be pushed through the wall, then I'm a little bit confused. Can you just get in there and break up the text? You cannot, which is a big problem. Honestly, you would think that the less rules there are, the easier it would be to go off of, but it's actually not the case. It's actually sometimes more difficult because remember what I've been saying before about how when there's like a lot of stuff to do, you can win in multiple ways. When there's so few rules like this, it's like there's one solution and you have to find that one solution. Okay, so clearly, let's look at what they've given us. Kiki has to be pushed somewhere. They would not give this to us if Kiki did not need to be pushed somewhere. Where in the world could Kiki go? Obviously, we can push her into this. Okay, hold on. So when Kiki is not push, you can put text on top of her. And then she becomes push and can interact with text. Here's a question. Here's a crazy thought. If Kiki was push, you don't understand, okay, if Kiki was push, and I were to put her right here, and then I push wall is no. Get rid of Kiki is push. And then I push wall is stop on top of her. Fantastic. And then make Kiki push again. It didn't destroy it. I thought it was going to destroy it. And I can't do anything with it at this point. Kiki is wall? No, I can't take the is. I can't take the is to make Kiki wall. She's underneath there. Oh, wait a second. I don't have to stay Baba. What if I was Kiki? And what if it's Kiki, if I go up, it breaks the rule. I can walk through walls. And now I can freaking do whatever I want. I could say that wall is win if I want to, which I think is what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna touch a wall and I'm gonna win. Eat my butt, prison. Prison, oh, you're gonna be trapped in here forever. Freaking doubt. Another bonus level, boys. We're not gonna beat all these in this one, unfortunately. The evaporating river is where we are now. Baba is you. Flag is just there. But we need to push it over there to become flag is win. I'm assuming the skulls just kill us. The water also kills us. The skulls also kill us. Cog is push and melt. Skull is defeat. Water is hot. Wall is stop. So unfortunately, we are in another one of these situations where everything is pushed up against a wall and the only thing we can interact with is water. Is there anything we might want to turn into water? Like what if the flag was water? Pretty sure that's just dumb. Pretty sure that's just dumb because we need to get to flag as win. So you can't get rid of the flag. What if the water... I messed up there. What if the water was a wall? Pretty sure that's also not gonna help because wall is stop. And now I've trapped myself from getting over there. Okay. Let's think for a second. If water was not sink, can I get across? I can now get across, which is fantastic. And I can now get the cog. But the cog is push and the cog is melt, which means the cog cannot get across. We need to... Oh, okay. All right, I think I see something. I think we need to create a bridge of sorts, if that makes sense. To push. Yeah. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. But now water is sinking, I die. Hold on. What if we do this a different way? You come over here. You come over here. Water is sink. That doesn't quite get us there. Okay, so we need the cog. We need the cog to get over, but the cog is trapped because it's melt. The cog is trapped because it is in fact melt. I could turn cog into water, but I can't push cog. I need the cog. The cog... I think if we can get the cog across, we can make a four-way stack to push everything across. So the question is, how do I get the cog across the water? Can I get rid of the water? Water is wall. We've tried that. We could do water is water. I could do water is skull. That seems like a bad idea, but is it? Water is defeat. That's also a bad idea. If I were to do water is skull, hold on. The big problem there that you might be seeing is that we lose access to the water and the is by doing that. So even though, you know, theoretically, we could take this, we could say water is skull, we could take the sink and we could push the cog across. The issue now is I can't get my water is skull back to continue pushing the cog. You see the conundrum here. So the key is to get the cog across. What if cog was sink? I don't think that's gonna be the solution. If cog was sink, I'm just curious of what this would do. If I touch it, do I sink? No, I push it. If I push it into something else, does it destroy it? No, it dies. But you've created a bridge. What can you do with that information? I'm not sure much, to be honest. What can you possibly do with said information? Baba is you. Flag is water, we've tried. Flag is sink? Makes no sense. U is sink? Do we just die when we do that? U is water would kill us. U is sink. Can I kill a skull? No. U is sink. So do I sink in water? No, I go over the water and I can push the cog now, but the cog still can't get over. The cog needs to get over in some way. Water is, the only things we can turn water into that I can see, cog is skull, water is skull, water is defeat, water is water. I wouldn't think water is water would do anything for us, but it's worth a shot probably just to see. It's the last possible combination of things that I can see that we can turn water into. I mean, that's just gonna keep water, which is still gonna melt this. If you were a boy, how would you get this cog across? I think what we need to do, because we know that by doing cog is sink, we can, by doing cog is sink, the cog can destroy something. If you take a gander here, by doing cog is sink, we can use the cog to destroy something. I am in the opinion, does it destroy the flag? It does. I am of the opinion that we need to find a way to get the cog to the other side so that the cog can destroy a skull. If a cog can destroy a skull, then having water is sink gives us enough text to push flag is win across. How would you get the cog across this? Can you do wall is stop is sink? It seems dumb and you can't do it, which with good reason. There's no ands here. The only and is that push and melt. Water is water. Water is hot. Flag is water. Win is water. Win is sink. Water is wall. Again, we've already tried that and we can't get across. And we also don't want to do that because we can't lose the ability to push these bad boys. We don't want to lose the ability to push these things where we need them to go. Can I get the cog? I don't think I can, like, I'm thinking in my like Oregon Trail brain here, and I'm like, can I ferry the cog across the water by creating a bridge of text? It doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to do that, unfortunately. This may be one we come back to. We are getting stumped just the slightest bit. I'm trying to think. So we can preset text up here. We could say like flag is sink. Does flag being sink do anything for us? I mean, besides kill us? Does flag being sink do anything? No, because I can't push it. If I could push it, that would be fantastic. I feel like the solution is staring me at the face and staring me in the face for this one. And I'm a little upset that I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it. Again, I think in my brain I've worked out, and it could be another situation like the one earlier where I'm going about it completely wrong. I think what we need to do is get the cog across the water. The problem is we cannot turn the cog into anything else. The problem is we can't turn the cog into anything else because we need to be able to push it. And I don't see anything that we can turn water into. We would need water is blank. And as far as I can see, the only three things we can do would be water is wall, water is water, water is defeat, and water is skull. I don't think if you go backwards here and you say push is water, I don't think this does anything, unfortunately. Yeah, you switched up the order and it doesn't do anything. You can turn the cog into water. It doesn't really do anything for you because it's still hot. Win is water? Again, it's the wrong order. It'd be too easy. I think I'm like 97% sure that what we need to do is make water a skull, which will allow us to get this across. I think that's the solution, but maybe I'm crazy. This needs to be over here. This needs to be over here. This needs to be over here. You need to make water is skull. I know we've tried this before, but I think it's the answer. I need to push the cog across. Can I become the cog? No, the problem here is I lose control of everything that I have, because skull is defeat and I die, and I can't move any of this stuff anymore. Let's go back to this one, you know, a little bit later, not instantly coming to the brain. Actually took a long time. Let's try some of the bonus levels. We did a pretty good job here. That's the map. Let's try the boiling river. Let's you know, absence makes the brain go smarter or something like that. Okay, so we've already done something similar to this. I'm floating. The skulls are defeating. Good stuff. Baba is you and float. Water is water and hot. Baba is melt. Skull is defeat and float. So obviously the issue here is if we move the float, boom, we die. I assume it's not as easy as just saying that Baba is melt and float. I mean, I'm now floating again. But I need to be not floating to get underneath the skulls. So in other words, I need to get rid of Baba is melt, or I need to get rid of either the water is hot, which I do not see a way that I could do, or I need to make the skulls not float. No, I think they're gonna stay floating. I'm pretty sure we're gonna stop floating. I'm pretty sure we're gonna stop floating. Baba is you and float. Flag and float. So in other words, what can we add and float onto? Pretty much nothing. Water and float. Doesn't make any sense. Makes literally no sense. Baba is melt and float. You can't get rid of Baba is you. Baba is you has to stay. Can we use the is from anything? Water is... Oh, but I can't break that because that is that. Skull is defeat and float. This is another one of those, you remember the situation I told you about when the game gives you like one possible avenue to solve a puzzle? Water is water and it's hot, which means if I wasn't floating, I would die. So when I'm floating, I can go across the map, which I assume means I need to do something with these skulls. Baba is melt and float. Again, that's great, but I can't sneak in between the skulls. So what does Baba is you help me do? That's all I get to work with, literally nothing. The boiling river. Sometimes the name of the level will help you out a little bit too. Water is water and hot. Baba is melt and float. Skull is defeat and float. There's just so few things I can interact with is the issue. Because I can't move this. I can't move this. I can't move this. The only things I can move are and float. Baba is float. Ends the run. So the only things I can interact with are and float. I would like to, because I can't move, as you can see, I cannot move this, cannot move this, cannot move this, cannot move this, cannot move any of these, cannot push this. I can push this up and down, but that doesn't really help me. Because I can't switch to like a Baba is something else. I've died. And I can't get to that side. Unless we can, is it as simple as just, no. Creating a text bridge across? No, we've tried that. Is text float? This should not be difficult. We've hit that point, boys. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. The wheels came off the school bus real fast there, if you're noticing. Bridges, question mark? The wheels on the bus go round and round, but I gotta say the wheels came off this train rather quickly. Oh my god, it's the third variation of this. Okay. What is different between this and the other ones that we did? Well, let's take a quick look. Bridge building. I mean, it looks essentially the same. Let's try and parse out what's different here. ... bridges. Flag is win. Baba's dead. Flag is win. Rock is float. Text is float. Rock is push. Baba is you. Water is sink. And hedge is stop. So, right off the bat, what can we do with this glorious information? I mean, that does nothing. We can obviously create a rock is push situation, which would then let me push this across. I don't think we want to do that, though. I think we want to start how we did the one time. We want to become rock is you. Oh, wait, you dummy, you dummy, you dummy. I think we want to do rock is you. I want to rock with you all night. Dance you into the sunlight. Okay, we want to grab these. Bring these across. I think that's step one. Flag is now win over here, which is great. That doesn't really help Baba get over, but you know, flag is win, cool and all that. The rocks cannot float out of here. I was hoping they could float and float into freedom. So we essentially need Okay, okay. I think we may still want two rocks, so just in case. So rock is you. Now I'm the rock. Dwayne, you can call me. If we make Baba push, which we may be so inclined to do, now we can push Baba into this and he'll sink. We can push Baba into the water and he will sink, which is fine for one thing of text, but is not fine for multiple things of text. My other question is, if things float, can you push it over hedges? You cannot push it over hedges, which makes the solution a little bit more difficult, you may notice. Is there a way for me to safely ferry Baba over here so that he can touch the flag? Well, the only way we can do that I'll tell you what, man, I've hit a wall. Let's return to map one more time. Let's do one final extra puzzle. We may just move on to the next island after this one. Tiny Isle. Oh, we already had an extremely rough time with this one, and I really don't want to do it again. I mean, we've essentially already solved the puzzles. Okay, so it's typically not the same answer as before, but let's try a similar thing here. Key is flag. We'll do it with flags this time. We'll duplicate the number of flags that we have. But I can't push it. Oh wait, I would become flag. So I become flag is you. Flag is still open. So, ooh, but you've made the situation slightly tougher. Okay, so in this case, we're gonna need 3 of something. So I'm gonna sack off 1 flag. And now we need 3 of something. So we're gonna say that Baba is a key. which he's not, of course. Baba is a key. And then we are going to say that a key... Oh, you see, the problem here is I want to say that key is flag, but I can't really do that easily. I want to say that key is a flag, but I can't... Key is you. You see my conundrum? I need to make 3 of something so that I can open essentially this so that I can push it out of there. It's a little bit easier said than done though. All right, I'll tell you what. The extra levels, unfortunately, we may be reaching the point where some editing is required to cut down some of the thinking time. Obviously, I'll include, you know, some failed attempts and things like that. But if the puzzles are going to be this difficult going forward, then we may need a little refresher course on what it means to be a smart human being. What is this, like episode 6? All right, well, things were going pretty well up until now. We absolutely just hit a mental wall in this one. I don't know if I really, did we do 1 puzzle in this entire thing? Maybe we got 2 done, I have no idea. We will maybe come back and attempt some of these in the next episode, or I may just move on to the next section. Obviously, we've already finished this area, so we have 12 out of 8, so we don't need to do these, but the completionist in me really wants to. I'll figure out what I want to do, and I'll meet you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.